A luxury label does not guarantee an elegant bag. After 50, the wrong logo, shape, hardware, or scale can overpower you instead of finishing your outfit. These 14 famous bags reveal what quietly cheapens a polished look, and the final example breaks the rule most women trust today without question. Bag number 1. Michael Kors Jet Set Logo Tote. The Jet Set Tote is roomy, light, and easy to carry, so I understand why it remains popular. The issue is not usefulness, it is the amount of branding competing for your attention. The repeated initials, contrasting trim, gold lettering, and familiar shopper shape all speak at once. Instead of completing an outfit, the bag can become the first thing anyone notices. That effect is strongest beside printed dresses, patterned scarves, or statement jewellery. Your clothes may be beautifully chosen, yet the monogram adds another layer that the outfit did not need. After 50, restraint often looks more assured than recognition. I would replace it with the Mulberry small zipped Bayswater in two-tone leather. It offers a defined shape, useful handles, and a secure top without covering the surface in logos. The two colours still create interest, but the interest comes from proportion and leather rather than repetition. It is linked in the description. Keep the same practical standard when shopping. Enough room for daily essentials, a base that holds its shape, and handles that sit comfortably. The quietest bag is not automatically the best one, but a bag should let people notice you before they identify the label. Bag number 2. Louis Vuitton NEVERFULL MM in monogram. The NEVERFULL deserves credit for doing exactly what its name promises. It carries a remarkable amount, weighs very little, and works for travel, shopping, and busy days. Yet those strengths do not always make it the most polished choice. The monogram is instantly recognizable, which means the bag can read as a status symbol before it reads as part of your outfit. Because the top stays open, the contents are often visible. Once it is filled, the sides can pull outward, the base can sag, and the thin straps may look strained. A beautiful coat or tailored trouser loses some of its calm when the bag beside it appears overpacked. I would look for a softer tote in suede or plain leather with no obvious pattern and enough depth to carry your belongings without spreading too widely. A warm brown, deep taupe or charcoal shade gives you texture while remaining easy to combine with the rest of your wardrobe. The lesson is simple. An icon can still feel impersonal when everyone recognizes it before they recognize your style. And when branding becomes even more literal, the bag stops suggesting status and starts announcing its own function. Bag number 3, Marc Jacobs the Canvas. Large tote bag. This bag is honest about what it is. It is large, sturdy, casual, and useful. For a flight, workday, or weekend away, that directness has appeal. The difficulty is that the enormous wording across the front becomes the design. When a bag says, "the tote bag," in letters that can be read across a room, it begins to resemble promotional merchandise. The canvas and boxy proportions make the effect even more casual. There is nothing wrong with casual dressing, but casual pieces still need shape, finish, and balance if you want the outfit to look considered. The Coach Empire Carryall 34 gives you a polished version of the same idea. It has enough space for a day, yet the leather body, controlled proportions, and discreet finish work beside a blazer, knit dress, or smart denim. It does not need a sentence across the front to explain itself. When choosing any large everyday bag, check how it looks from the side and front. A bag that projects too far from the body can feel cumbersome. A clean gusset, strong base, and comfortable handle drop will make a practical bag feel more refined, even when you are carrying more than usual. Bag number 4, Gucci OPHIDIA GG Supreme Tote. The OPHIDIA carries several pieces of Gucci history at once: the repeating GG canvas, green and red stripe, double G hardware, and contrasting leather trim. Each detail has meaning. The problem is their accumulation. Your eye needs somewhere to rest. When pattern, stripe, hardware, and trim all compete, the bag can overpower simple clothes and clash with expressive ones. Even a neutral outfit may begin to look assembled around the label rather than around you. A better approach is to keep one recognizable house detail and quieten everything surrounding it. A curved shoulder shape in solid leather, finished with one beautifully made clasp, still feels distinctive. It also works with far more of your wardrobe. You can carry it with a printed silk dress, a plain trouser suit, or jeans and cashmere, without removing every other interesting accessory. This is an important distinction. Subtle does not mean anonymous, and refined does not mean dull. The strongest luxury designs usually have one clear signature. It may be a handle, closure, or unusual line. Once several signatures are layered together, none receives enough visual attention. Let one detail lead, then allow the leather, colour and proportion to quietly support it. Bag number 5, DIOR Book Tote in Oblique Embroidery. The workmanship on a DIOR book tote can be exquisite. The embroidery is detailed, the shape strong, and the bag photographs beautifully. Yet beauty in a display is not always the same as grace on the body. The large rectangular form sits away from the figure and can look more like luggage than a handbag. Add an all-over pattern and prominent lettering, and the bag occupies visual space. On a petite frame, it may carry the woman. On a taller frame, it can still make a delicate outfit feel heavy. The Loewe Puzzle Fold Tote offers a flexible answer. Its interest comes from geometric construction rather than repeated branding. It folds, moves, and sits closer to the body, so the bag feels present without becoming rigid. The clean panels allow patterns or jewellery to remain part of the outfit. Before buying any oversized tote, try it with your coat on and view it from several angles. Check where the top edge meets your torso and whether the width changes your proportions. Size is not merely practical. It changes the visual weight of everything you wear. That question of proportion becomes harder when a large tote is covered in pattern. Bag number 6, MCM Medium Reversible Liz Shopper in VISETOS. This shopper is spacious and light, useful for a laptop, documents, or daily essentials. The repeated VISETOS print, however, gives the bag a strong street luxury character that suits fewer wardrobes. A patterned tote asks the rest of your outfit to stay quiet. Wear it with a floral dress, checked coat, or printed scarf, and the patterns may compete. Add metallic shoes or noticeable jewellery, and the surface becomes busier. A costly bag should increase your options, not force you into the same plain formula each time. I would choose a practical large leather tote with one restrained closure and a clean, uninterrupted body. Softly grained leather hides small marks and feels less formal than a perfectly smooth finish. A structured base is helpful, but the upper section should have enough give to sit comfortably against the body. Look inside before deciding. A light lining helps you find smaller objects, a zipped pocket keeps valuables secure, and a top closure matters on public transport. These practical details are easy to overlook when the exterior carries such a recognisable pattern. Real elegance includes how calmly a bag behaves during an ordinary day, not merely how it appears on a shelf. Bag number 7, Fendi Sunshine Shopper. The Sunshine Shopper has a bold architectural form. Its rigid body and substantial handles create presence, while the workmanship can be impressive. The large Fendi lettering, however, turns that presence into an announcement. Oversized lettering is difficult to soften because it remains visible from every distance. It can make a neutral outfit feel commercial and a colourful outfit feel crowded. The strong box shape also adds visual weight, especially when carried by hand. Before anything goes inside, the bag already appears substantial. A refined alternative would keep the craftsmanship but remove the billboard effect. Woven leather, a sculptural knot, or an unusual handle can distinguish a bag without printing its name. Those details invite a closer look instead of instant recognition. Consider how you carry a tote. If you wear it on the shoulder, test the handle opening over your heaviest coat. If you carry it by hand, make sure the base does not strike your leg as you walk. Large bags should move with you, not require you to hold your arm away from your body. Luxury feels most convincing when the workmanship becomes visible after someone notices the bag, not when the label is the only reason they notice it. Bag number 8, Balenciaga Le Cagole. The Le Cagole is playful, recognizable, and deliberately tied to early 2000s style. Its curved body, distressed leather, braided handles, studs, buckles, tassels, and heart-shaped mirror create personality. That personality is also its limitation. Every detail points toward one period. If you enjoy that mood and own the bag, wear it confidently. But if you are choosing one expensive shoulder bag to serve you for years, a design built around nostalgia may offer less value than it first appears to. The Saint Laurent Le 507 keeps the compact shoulder shape while removing the extra attachments. Smooth leather, a clean line, and controlled hardware make it easier to wear with a dress, trouser suit, long coat, or simple knit. It still looks current, but it does not depend on a revival to make sense. When judging a trend-led bag, imagine it without the styling used in the advertisement. Place it mentally beside the clothes you wear. Does it look natural, or does it need a particular jacket, shoe, and attitude to work? The more conditions a bag creates, the less useful it becomes. A strong wardrobe piece should adapt to your life rather than ask you to perform a fashion era. Bag number 9, Valentino Garavani Rock Stud Spike. The Rock Stud Spike combines several assertive elements: quilting, pyramid studs, chain hardware, and a structured flap. Anyone could provide interest. Together, they can make the bag appear harder and busier than the outfit around it. Hardware works best when it guides the eye. A beautiful clasp at the center or discreet handle attachments can give a bag character. Repeating metal along seams and edges scatters attention across the surface. It can also compete with earrings, necklaces, belt buckles, and spectacle frames. For a polished effect, look for a medium top handle bag with one well-made closure. A slightly vintage shape can still feel fresh when the leather is clean and the proportions compact. The handles should be large enough to hold comfortably, while a removable shoulder strap gives you freedom during longer days. Do not judge hardware only under boutique lighting. Bright gold can look attractive indoors, but overly yellow in daylight. Silver can feel sharp against warm colours. A softer brass, pale gold, or covered closure often works more easily with mixed jewellery. Once metal stops acting as an accent, it begins to dictate the whole mood. The next bag shows what happens when one dramatic symbol takes control instead. Bag number 11, Versace La Medusa Top Handle Bag. Versace is not trying to be quiet, and its boldness has appeal. The Medusa plaque, structured body, chain strap, and strong colours create a theatrical evening bag. The challenge is using it by day. A large symbolic closure decides the mood before you have chosen your coat, shoes, or jewellery. With a printed dress, it may feel competitive. With tailored separates, it may appear disconnected. With statement earrings, the face and metal chain can create too many focal points. I prefer a clean rectangular bag with a discreet fastening and enough structure to hold its line. This shape brings order to softer clothes and sits comfortably beside tailoring. It also leaves space for your jewellery or scarf to provide personality. The quieter alternatives are linked in the description, but judge them by more than a polished photograph. Open and close the fastening repeatedly. Check whether the top handle folds comfortably and whether the shoulder strap twists. A daily bag should feel graceful in the hand, not merely impressive on a table. A statement piece earns its place when it supports several outfits. If it demands a new outfit every time, it behaves more like costume than a dependable luxury purchase. Bag number 11, Chanel 19, Maxi. Chanel is associated with elegant dressing, so the problem here is not the house. It is the amplified scale of this design. The maxi size enlarges the quilting, interlocking closure, mixed metal chain, and soft body, making each code more forceful. On a petite woman, the bag can overwhelm the torso. On a taller woman, the scale may work better, yet the heavy chain and oversized quilting still make it more trend-led than the brand's quieter designs. The softness can become untidy when the bag is filled unevenly. A composed top-handle bag in smooth leather gives another effect. One restrained closure, a defined base, and moderate width create authority without visual weight. It works with a tailored coat, knit dress, or simple shirt because the shape brings calm rather than decoration. Pay attention to where a shoulder bag ends on your body. A large bag sitting at the widest part of the hip adds volume there. A shorter strap may crowd the upper body, especially over winter layers. Adjustability is therefore part of proportion, not merely convenience. Luxury details should become clearer as someone approaches. When every code is enlarged, the bag may be recognizable from afar, but less elegant at conversational distance. Bag number 12, Dolce & Gabbana Devotion Bag. The Devotion bag is romantic by design. Its quilted body, chain strap, and elaborate heart closure create a rich, decorative mood. That mood can charm at dinner or a celebration, but feel too specific for regular use. A symbolic bag makes every outfit tell one story. With lace, florals, or soft colours, the effect can become overly sweet. With clean tailoring, the ornament may feel separate from the clothes. Add a brooch or statement necklace, and several decorative centres compete. A plain leather top handle shape from the same tradition gives femininity without fixing the mood. Look for a gentle curve, neat seams, and hardware that supports the structure. A removable strap is useful, but the attachment points should be discreet when it is not used. Think about frequency before paying for ornament. An evening bag worn 6 times a year can afford to be highly specific. A daytime bag used weekly needs to cooperate with more colours, fabrics, and occasions. Decoration is effective when it feels chosen for the moment. When it is permanently built into an everyday bag, it can narrow your wardrobe. And that same problem appears differently when a bag is designed around nostalgia rather than romance. Bag number 13, Prada Re-Edition 2005 Re-Nylon. The re-edition is light, compact, and easy to wear. Its nylon body, short strap, triangular plaque, chain, and detachable pouch deliberately revive an early 2000s look. That reference is clear, but clarity is not the same as longevity. Nylon can be practical in rain and travel, yet beside wool tailoring, silk, polished leather shoes, or a fine coat, it may feel more casual than its price suggests. The detachable pouch and chain add movement, though they make the design busier and tied to one period. A curved shoulder bag in leather would preserve the easy shape while giving the surface more depth. Keep the hardware minimal and choose a strap that sits securely without slipping. Deep burgundy, espresso, black, or warm tan move easily between seasons. There is nothing wrong with enjoying a revival. The question is how much of your budget you want to place in a piece whose appeal depends on remembering a previous trend. A wardrobe can include nostalgia, but its most expensive elements should have a life beyond that reference. Look at material, shape, and function separately. When all three remain convincing without the story of the brand, the bag has a stronger chance of aging well. Bag number 14, Goyard St. Louis PM. The St. Louis is the most revealing bag because it appears to avoid excess. It is light, historically rooted and associated with quiet wealth. Yet exclusivity alone does not guarantee a polished result. The open top offers little security. The slim handles can look strained when the bag is full, and the unstructured body may sag around its contents. The repeated pattern is quieter than oversized lettering, but it covers the surface. Used as a light shopping or travel tote, the relaxed construction makes sense. Used as a polished handbag, it can look less composed. The Goyard Artois PM keeps the house pattern while correcting the practical weaknesses. Reinforced corners, a firmer body, and a zipped top help it hold its line and protect what you carry. The better choice does not reject the brand. It selects the design that behaves more elegantly in real life. Before buying any bag, ask 5 questions. Does the logo dominate? Does the scale suit your frame? Is the hardware controlled? Will the material work in 5 years? Does the bag remain attractive when filled? After 50, style is not about becoming cautious. It is about choosing with enough confidence that the bag calmly supports your presence instead of borrowing it. The right bag never has to prove its price. It simply makes everything around it look more considered. Like this video, subscribe for elegant style advice, and every featured item is linked in the description. Watch the video on screen now because your shoes may be undoing the same work.